species to develop full-fledged Alzheimer's disease. Thus, on grounds of Darwinian plausibility, it would seem unlikely that we would be spared this species-wide effect. Not a slam dunk argument. Certainly there are species-specific disorders, but this is what swayed us early on. In any case, we began thinking of ways in which we can inform this debate. And we thought we might be able to rely on the microanatomy of the hippocampus. So as you know, the hippocampus is not a sort of a bag of homogeneous neurons. It's made up of different neuronal populations that are conveniently organized into different subregions, as shown here on this sagittal slice, on this axial slice. Now we know that each hippocampal subregion houses a unique neuronal population, best defined as a cluster of neurons that are unified in their molecular expression profiles. And it's this molecular anatomy of the hippocampus that accounts for why each individual hippocampal subregion is differentially vulnerable to mechanisms of dysfunction. So anything that targets the hippocampus does so by differentially targeting one hippocampal subregion over another. And so we reasoned that if we could show that aging and Alzheimer's target different subregions of the hippocampus, that would go a long way to establishing that, in fact, these are mechanistically distinct processes. It would also be an important first step to try to get at underlying mechanisms. And, of course, we wanted to do this in living subjects. Early on, we appreciated that we would need an imaging technique that needed to fulfill three basic requirements in order to really address this challenging question. The hypothesis that Alzheimer's and aging are mechanistically distinct. One, we needed a technique that was sensitive to function, and this comes out of the pathophysiology of Alzheimer's and aging. The earliest and most informative stage of Alzheimer's can be called the cell sickness stage, characterized by synaptic dysfunction before cell loss and plaques and tangles. We need a technique